Hello and welcome back. Now, most of you who are watching this video will probably have worked with Microsoft Excel in the past. So some of the things that I mentioned here will be too basic and too irritating for you to watch because you'll be like, what is this guy doing? He's teaching everything so basic. But you have to sit through that to get to the advanced stuff because I'm designing this course from the very beginning to appeal to anyone who has even never used Microsoft Excel and who wants to start a second career or something like that. So my next course will actually be on how to get a certification for Microsoft Excel based on the knowledge that you have gained. So please bear with me for a couple of lectures here. Now, this lecture is also going to be pretty basic. I'm going to explain what these things are, the A, B, C, D, and the 1, 2, 3. And I will also show you a simple calculation that can be done with Microsoft Excel formulas inside of Microsoft Excel. So, what we have here are a bunch of rows and columns that makes up the cells. And these cells make up the spreadsheet, which is named as Sheet 1 right now. Now, if you want to rename the sheet, what you can do is just go right-click here and just click Rename. And then you can rename it as something else. Let's say Prem. Yeah, that's my name. So I've named the sheet as Prem. And how do you denote a cell? For example, if I click a cell right here, you can see that these two numbers are highlighted. I mean, this number 12 and the letter H is highlighted. So this cell is actually H12. That's the address of this cell. Now, if I move to this cell, it is C6, okay? So that's the address, and it will also show up here. If I click this one, C11. Now, let me just show you how mathematical calculations work inside of Microsoft Excel. They use this thing called formulas, which is not a new word. You must have heard a lot of formulas, E is equal to MC squared, and so on. But all the formulas inside of Microsoft Excel, they begin with the equal sign, this sign, okay? Now, let me just input two numbers here. Let's say 86. C5 is 86, and C6 is 59, and C7 is, let's say, 43, and C8 is 125. Okay, now C9, I want C9 to be the sum of all these numbers. So what do? I'll go equal, and then type sum of, and I can choose number 1, number 2, and number 3, and so forth. So number 1 and number 2, what they mean is actually either actual numbers or the the cell addresses. So now I'll go with C9 through, I'm sorry, C9, we have to begin at C5. Okay, C5 through, insert a column for denoting that it's through. C5 to C8. So we have C5, C6, C7, and C8. All these numbers will be considered when you calculate the sum of all these numbers and display them in the C9 cell. So if I press enter, it will show you the sum of all these three numbers that I selected earlier. So that was